Hey YouTube, it's me, V. I hope this light is okay. I'm kind of using this window light in the apartment in Denver to record this video, and yeah, here we go. So the past couple years, I've been doing mini PDF courses for photography. Basically the topics are modeling, photography, travel, lots of different things. But I thought that would be fun to turn these into YouTube videos or take the topics and kind of expand on them. The PDF courses are great, but I just feel like personally I could talk a little bit more in depth about them. So let's just get into this. If you do want to buy any of the PDF courses, they are cheap and they're linked down below. I'll link this one. It is How to Sell Your Art. I knew from a very young age that I was going to be an entrepreneur, even though I didn't know what that meant. I knew I wanted to either be a princess or an artist, and I guess I get to be both. But I remember in middle school, me and my sister and my best friend, Mary at the time, we made these little pom-pom creatures, and we made menus, and we sold them to all our friends. We made a ton of money. I think we made $30-$40, but that was a lot for someone who's never had a job. And the teacher actually caught us and made us stop selling, told our parents. It was just kind of embarrassing, honestly, but I think that I used to do this Apple Festival where I would sell bracelets and jewelry, and that really just got me thinking that I wanted to do that. I think selling can be really intimidating for people starting off, but it doesn't have to be, especially if you're not doing this for your sole source of income. I really encourage people to start by doing things on the side and then moving forward with it like that. I think that journaling is a really beautiful place to start. Sitting with yourself and thinking about what your purpose is, what you really want to sell, can really bring clarity to yourself. Cultivating the right mindset, develop a positive attitude towards your business side of art, and believe that it is your potential. If you don't think that you're worth it, you're never going to sell your product. And I know that sounds so corny, but a lot about selling art is your personality and what you put out there for people to consume. A lot of the things that I sell are based off of my personality, which is really cool that people like me enough to buy my art. I think also just getting through the self-doubt and the roadblocks can really help you become a salesperson and actually want to sell your art. So I want to first talk about online selling and where you could sell your things online. These are places I sell my things online or have in the past. So Instagram, I think, is the first place that I really sell things. You can leverage the visuals on Instagram and showcase your storytelling with your art. I do a lot of behind the scenes and telling people how I made XYZ. Also, their Instagram has a shop feature, so you can actually link your products directly in the app, which is really cool. My personal favorite, I don't know why it's not number one for me, but number two is building your own website. This is really significant. No one can take this away from you. So you're basically building a platform that is going to be there forever. You're also building the SEO, which is how people can search you on Google. I really think that this is a great avenue to go. Probably not your first step as a beginner, but that is the best place I've sold my things. Number three is Etsy. This is where I first started selling anything. I honestly don't recommend Etsy with the high percentage that they take from you, but as a beginner, it's a really great, easy place to get your listings on and to start. Yeah, I think those are the three top ones that I would recommend. Also, maybe if you're selling clothes or other items. Depop and Poshmark are great places. I sell things, my used clothing on those sites, and it really helped me to like market myself and also like grow my following there. I'll actually link that down below if you do want to shop my closet. I buy a lot of things online and that really helps me. So I'm going to talk about in-person opportunities. This has been just like a really big key component to my selling. Number one is local art markets. Personally, it depends on what town you're in and what kind of art you're selling. A lot of my art is tasteful nudity and that does not go well. So I've shifted into more of the Triptastic landscapes, which are my landscapes with paint over them. Those did better in Asheville. I think just it really depends on your clientele. My sister sells her art and her costumes in New Orleans and that just does like really well. I'm not sure. It just would depend on where you are location wise. Number two is wholesale approaches. When I created my tarot deck, I did sell a couple decks wholesale to companies, which was really fun. I sold one to a occult store and then I also sold to a individual tarot reader and she bought a bunch of my decks for her business, which is really exciting. So I definitely would research stores or like individuals who have similar products or a similar vibe to your art. And then number three is my favorite art shows. I've had so many art shows. I've made the most money off of these. I actually had a art opening at a CBD store and then they offered me a full-time position as the lifestyle photographer for their company for a few years, which is really cool. I also made, I think, about $2,000 on the art opening. Since then, I've done like coffee shops. They usually have art up. You can always ask for contact information and then have send an email over asking if they have openings for artists and you can send your portfolio. Okay, next I want to talk about diversifying your offerings. So I personally, and I will say this time and time again, don't have all your eggs in one basket. I think that's a really dangerous way to grow as an artist. I know everyone always says like niche down, find your style. I think finding your style is really good, but being able to do multiple things is just amazing. Like being a multifaceted artist is just a great tool, even just like with advertising. I think like exploring your product ideas, like creating a variety of items. I would say like keychains, stickers, phone cases, bags, t-shirts. Wearable art always sells really well. Every time I make t-shirts, they sell out. It does kind of suck that you have to do a variety of sizes, so that can be expensive. Another thing that's really good to look into that I am venturing into right now is prints and reproductions. So if you have a piece of art, you can take pictures of it and make prints, which you can sell for cheaper. And it's just like really easy and amazing cash. Another idea is digital products. I do these PDF courses, which are so epic. You could also do video courses. I know a lot of people do coaching sessions. I do coaching as well. I'm going to touch on enhancing your sales approach. So number one, you need to make sure that your branding and packaging is on point. You can stand out of a crowd if you just like add a little touch, like having a really cute little bag or having your logo on your boxes. Things like that are really important and a lot of people overlook this, especially in the beginning. Number two is elevating your presentation. So different ways of displaying your art is really important. I learned this from a jewelry designer I worked for. I did markets for her for years and it was so crazy. She would always take pictures of how she wanted the booth set up. And I kind of thought she was a little crazy, but then one day she completely shifted it with the flow of people walking in and she went from making like 1,200 with me to 3,000 a market, which is insane. So visual presentation with how you present, especially in person on your website, is really important. Number 3 is communication. This really freaking matters. I got married last year and I lost a wedding photographer because they wouldn't answer an email. You need to answer your emails. Like, I know people don't want to be in their DMs all day, but as a small business owner, you really need to be on point in answering people and replying to comments. It makes a huge difference, especially when people get angry about things. It's just good. Lastly, I'm going to say taking it one step at a time. Be gentle on yourself. Make sure you have time management. Same with being available all the time. Make sure you give yourself rest. Make sure you also have time, like in the beginning of the week, that you shoot products every week or that you answer emails every week. Time management is really important. I use my notes app in my phone. I literally just have an ongoing list of like to do, and it really helps me a lot. I just check everything off. I also have like a monthly checklist and then like a daily checklist, and it helps my workflow immensely. Number 2 on this topic, I would say, is patience and patience and preservation. Make sure you stick with this. It is not get rich quick. It is not an overnight like boom, unless you have a big following on like TikTok or Instagram already. You're not gonna sell a million things at once. Like, we're not all Victoria Paris. We can't outsell our jewelry line right away. Maybe you can. But yeah, make sure you be gentle with yourself and take your time. This journey is gonna take dedication and effort, and just know that it's a beautiful thing to work really hard and have beautiful rewards. So if you have any other questions about this, or if you want to talk to me, slide in my DMs or leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to make more videos on the topics I cover in my PDFs. I will see you guys later. Bye!